is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here, dude. I was trying to think in my mind, do I want to do Dr. Stone or do I want to do ping pong? Because I really want to watch both. But then I was like, before I get into any of that, the arc that we're currently in My Hero is way too good. It is way too good, man, and I want to be caught up. So let's go ahead and get right into that. If you hear any noises in the background, like thunder, lightning, I apologize. Just like I said yesterday, for the Boichi one-shot, NL's going crazy, man. Mama Ragan's all over the place. It's a wild time where I live, so that's why I'm kind of iffy on streaming at this point in time, because I don't know if my power will go out. Like, the light's been flickering for the past few days, so it's a wild time, man. But regardless, without further ado, let's get right into this chapter. I have been waiting, almost a week now to finally see the continuation of what was going on, and all that stuff was legendary, man. The stuff with Toga, the stuff with Shigaraki, twice, legendary, man. So let's get right into it and see what we have going on here in the awesome sauce. There we go, full screen. That's exactly what I wanted. I finally found it. I was like, man, because last time I had it in a way to where it actually looked readable or legible, which is really, really hard on this website. But I was like, you know what? Let's see. But I finally found the thing, because I'm reading it on Viz's website on the Shonen Jump app. So, but on the laptop, so I'm still getting used to the way the thing works. I'm used to reading. Anyways, let's get into the chapter. There's no point. Master's successor. When we hear of Giganto Machia, we look over to the side. Meanwhile, in Osaka. Is that Hawks? My dog, Hawks! I can't get a hold of him. It's almost the time we agreed on. And there's no word on any leak sightings on the Hero Network. This doesn't fit with their patterns up to now. Is something wrong? Yo, Hawks has a nasty design, man. I mean, seriously, one of the coolest designs in the series. I've got a bad feeling. Hawks. It's a real shame about last time. I couldn't agree more. Don't even try tracing the skull. Me? Never. You gotta give me the benefit of the doubt. Look, Hawks is on the phone. Who is it, your girlfriend? It's a secret. I just need you to trust me. Oh, he's so mysterious. Being on this side of the equation helped me realize that we'd all be better off without heroes and heroics. You won't cut me out of the loop because you understand the value I bring to the table. So I'll just keep playing the happy-go-lucky idiot until you start thinking less about risk and more about return. You're eager to make good use of me, right? That's why you keep calling. Yo, man, Dabby, bro. Fine, you get one more chance. Yo, that arc was so insane, man. The arc with Endeavor, Dabby, Hawks, Todoroki, that arc was disgusting. I need to go back and give that a reread one of these days. And that and the Gentle arc. I really, really like the Gentle. But you know what? I don't know if I want to reread it because the anime is coming back this year. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be covering that content because there's no way they can't if it's going to be a 24-episode season. The overhaul arc is not long enough to take up 24 episodes, so. But anyways, what's the job? You're going to prove your loyalty not just to the League, but to the whole anti-establishment cause. So take someone out. Someone other than number one. How rare of getting a visit from you. Yeah, sure. How are you doing these days? My condition has improved. Why didn't you just ask the old lady at UA to work her magic? Her quirk can help recover what has been lost altogether. But a man can go on living with just one lung. I plan to step back into the public eye shortly, as the masses are eager to witness me correct injustice once more. What? Wait a minute, bro. Was this already shown before? Was it shown before that Best Jeanist survived the attack back in with what was it? With AFO? I think it was. But like I said, man, it's been so long since I've read a lot of it. I was like, yo, Best Jeanist, didn't my guy get smoked? I could have sworn the last time we saw Best Jeanist, this man got barterized by All For One. But I might be wrong. I think we might have seen him before, after that. I don't know, man. Best Jeanist, bro. Is that so? That's too bad. The number 3 hero. So here we see, don't let a person's resolve go to waste. And here we have Dabby going up against the ice climber. We look over here to the side and we see Shigaraki. Shigaraki, okay? Just fine. Are you thinking we should have hung back after all? Well, if we hadn't come to town, they would have sent a bunch of heroes after us, so we were kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. True, we had no choice, but look, Spinner, the tower's close. And there are even more of them. And yo, man, look at this panel right here, just showing the chaos that is going and the chaos that people are seeing. Where are they all coming from? And you get a really close-up panel of Shigaraki, and yo, his face. I mean, my guy looks like a straight-up, just a lunatic. You just look at his face, yo. He's grinning, man. It reminds me of the main character of Fire Force, who has like no choice but to smile whenever like that's his quirk. Whenever he gets anxious. So here we have Shigaraki just like loosely smiling in that type of what is the creator of Soul Eater's name? I forgot. But that type of art style when it comes to the smile, and then the smile giving off like that sickening, savage type of face. And we have Twice saving Shigaraki. Yo, Twice, man. Twice's story was absolutely crazy, dude. That was some of my favorite stuff in the entire series. That panel and like the pages leading up to it, fantastic stuff. Twice, so many Twices. Hey, Spinner, my man. We lost a bunch of myself to the ice. You made more of yourself? Yeah, you bet. This is how I can be useful, leader. Yes, sir, you got it. Go on, keep multiplying. You're all just sacrifices for our rival party anyway. Yikes, creepy, spooky. Good going. Good going. Twice while you're here. Think you can open a path to the tower? They said their boss and Garen are up there, which could be a lie, but yo, man. Shigaraki heading right into the CEO's quarters. Who goes to regret the more goons pop up, it's almost like they're guarding it. For now, forget about keeping him busy until Amashi arrives. And he's definitely on the way. Killing the boss takes top priority. Take a seat and enjoy the show, leader. Because me, myself, and I are going to wreck this Liberation Army all on our own. Yo, and they're already on the way there. I guess Twice can handle it by himself. It's because he's too fond of Garen. You're going to regret toying with the guy's emotions. Liberation Army. Yo, Shigaraki, bro. Ringleader of the League of Villains. It's regrettable that you've had your way of things this long. The politician? Oh, yeah, it is this dude. This was the dude from the last chapter. Or from the last batch of chapters. People are not inherently weak. We all have power within us. And what we hope to demonstrate with our rival party is that good people and their meta abilities can triumph over evil. Through their innate power, life will prevail. We call for the dissolution of your league. Now, my fine people, liberate them! Combine your powers and open a path to the coming era. Show the world that yes, everyone is a hero, and at the same time, no one is. Fascinating. This keeps happening. That Hanbata guy, his name is Hanabata. He's the preacher to me, dog. He gives the townspeople. This man, no, you know what this guy is, bro? This man is the preaching politician. That's who he truly is, dog. The preaching politician, bro, who must be a massive fan of Crollo from Hunter x Hunter because he's attempting to steal his swag here, and except with the shades, but he can't look as beast as Crollo, bro. Crollo's one of the nastiest character designs I have ever seen in anything. And I'm talking about York New Crollo, bro. With the suit. Hunter x Hunter, people. Hunter x Hunter's GOAT. But anyways, what I gotta do is, so you're the man himself? Yo, look at this CEO. Bro, what is this panel? I love this shot, dude. Dude, look at this panel. Hold on, bro. Can I zoom in? Yeah, I can. Look at this panel, man. Horikoshi, son. I don't even know what kind of shot. I don't even know. Where's my book at? Flipping flag, Narc. I don't know where it is. I have a book. No, this is the one for script writing. I have I took a class in college for like camera work and whatnot and storyboarding, but there was this shot right here. I don't know what to call it. I know it, but I don't know it. You feel me? Like, and it sucks, man, because I want to call it out. Yo, this is an amazing shot right here, man. What Horikoshi has done with just the way the perspective is. I mean, it looks like it's a shot that was photographed and then the color was taken out and you put in that one filter in Photoshop where it'll make it look like it was drawn. But by the heavens, man, yo, this is one of my favorite shots in the arc. It's just so dynamic. I mean, the suit, the CEO, the way the nose is popping out, looking to the back. Yo, the rule of thirds in the shot is A1 too, dog. Yo, this is a fantastic panel, man. The dumb cult leader trying to ruin the one place I finally belong to, and you see Twice going up in like swimwear, of course. Yo, I can't get over how good this panel looks, man. Oh, you gonna invent something? You gonna invent something for that vanishing hairline? My man said, "Give me back holding on for the vanishing hairline." Come on, Twice. You can't call people on their hairline, dog. Liberation Army, more like Chrome Dome. No, not the Chrome Dome. My guy said Chrome Dome Colt. Pardon me, that was rude. I mean, at that point, you can't say pardon me, dog. Bubai Gawara. Unlike my good Miyashita, there's nothing charming about you. Let's go. Let's go. I want to see the CEO go in, bro. But I kind of don't want to see him go in because I love Twice. Can I zoom in again? Yes, now I know the button. Clearly, I'm way faster at making doubles of myself than making doubles of myself than clones of anyone else. Because I know myself best. Did you wet yourself? Go ahead and beg for mercy, Chrome Dome Colt Man. This is a really nice succession of panels right here. I had a good number of soldiers posted down below us, just as Skeptic said. You have quite the impressive meta ability. I love how the CEO is just chilling. Because this is how you know either the CEO is extremely powerful or everything is going according to his plan. Because he's calm. Like normally in a situation like this, you would have the character that you're in whom you're infiltrating. I mean, usually whenever you're infiltrating somebody's establishment and you get right into their room, into their main office, they'd be panicking. That's normally how it goes. Unless just they're that soup. Because if they're that goat, they're pulling a Sephiroth, they're pulling a Krollo, they're pulling an Aizen, where they're just going to be sitting there chilling. Like, you dare come in and interrupt me, dog? Alright, sit down, take a seat, let's hear what you got to hear. Like, you know you're a goat when you can do something like that, dog. You know you're a goat when you do something like that. Listen up, guys. You're nothing but doubles. Ooh, when we get a panel of all of them coming right up in like swimwear, and a whole bunch of Twices, of course. Man, dude, I'm saddened that Toga's is not here for this, but at the same time, after the amount of damage that she took, she just needs to recover. She just needs to recover. Meta abilities and quirks. Even if you kick the bucket, the real you is still out there. So don't worry, we'll give you a nice funeral. So repeat after me. I'm just a double. I can die, but the real me keeps living. It's kind of freeing once you internalize that. I ain't saying that, and who are all you anyway? You dare replicate your leader and assume the clone will die? Baldy, over there is the Liberation Army boss. Oh, did you manage to clone yourself? Yo, this man's insane, bro. Don't be dumb, of course I'm the original. Huh? No, I'm the real me. Shut up, it doesn't matter who's who. Not when our hearts are in it and our lives are on the line. And then what the heck? But did my man's face just get wiped off this? I knew he was OP, bro. What is this? What did I tell you? He was totally a fake. So very fragile. And you people don't seem to understand the point of taking a hostage. Did you see what he did? Don't ask me. Bubai Gawara. Create any more. I can't wait to hear what this dude's voice sounds like in the anime, man. Create any more doubles, and I will kill Girin on the spot. He isn't a former member of your gang, so ending his life wasn't part of the plan. But nevertheless, yo, Twice is shook, bro. Yo, Twice is shaking. Relax, Twice has set us up nicely here. It's one versus plenty. We have our role to play. We're here to take our brother back. Bro, the fact the CEO is still chilling, dog. This man just went gear third, bro. This man, my dog, just went gear third. Straight up. Right in the gear for third, bro. Went Gigantoro. Pistoro. And he just smacks all of them. What awful people, and so foolish to think you could stand up to us. Garen! Garen! Bro, my dog, real deal, went gear third! Your fingers, they're really chopped off. Right hand, too. That's the hand you smoke your cigs with. Sorry, I ended up giving them intel on you guys. Some broker I turned out to be. Don't apologize. People who don't do anything wrong don't have to say sorry, as I thought your little band isn't qualified for this. All those needless emotions only get in the way of your organization's goals. You will crumble in the face of our will. Shigaraki versus the CEO. No, noble dream, you say? Oh no, this is perfect. This is a great chance to see what you're made of. Once upon a time, a woman gave birth to a baby with a meta ability. Society was still in chaos with plenty of prejudice against metas. Metas suffered constant abuse, blatant discrimination. The woman watched the society attack her child day after day. With her small, solitary voice, she lambasted the world. This is just a quirk of my child. Let the world be a place where my child can live freely, she cried. But her petition was buried in a sea of scorn and sneers. That woman never got to speak out again. Do you know why? Because the anti-metabob killed her. She was the mother of the term quirk. Of course, are you mocking me? Not at all. Sorry, I thought you hadn't received any formal education. Wait a minute, bro. So let me get this straight. And she was the mother of the term quirk? This individual who was speaking out and of wanting to allow her child to live freely? So does that mean that child? Anyhow, with the rise of heroes and vigilantes, the government began to fight the chaos. During this time of reform, they brought up the woman's complaint. Amenability is just another trait of the individual, nothing but a quirk. Long live diversity, let's change those old ways of thinking, they said. However, the legislation they've enacted since they only surpassed men abilities even more. It's been a change in name only. All they managed to do was keep people from using their abilities, but until everyone can wield those powers as they wish, our society will never truly know freedom. Destro understood this. This is far from my future. This is far from the future my mother envisioned, he said. So Destro's mother? It was the mother of all quirks? He sought to remake the world so that men abilities could truly be called quirks. No, yeah, facts. So she was his mother. So Destro was that child. It's an inconvenient truth to them. Do you now see why we published Destro's memoirs? To incite rebellion against the state. To pursue true freedom. I take on those burdens to see Destro's dream fulfilled. Yes, his blood runs through these veins. I am Destro! Does your pitiful gang of thugs, with nothing but the urge to destroy, carry any of that burden of history that we do? Bro, now I see why these guys are the Revolutionary Army, dog. I mean, who wouldn't? Twice, I'm gonna need you to cushion Jiren's fall. When this guy attacked and I was hanging out the window a second ago, I locked eyes with him down below. Get ready. He's gonna touch the power, I know it. Because that's what I would do. Holy flagnards. It just crumbles all the way to the ground. People are supposed to die from falling from that height. So I take it you're the boss. Hang on. You're the one in those Dead in a Rat commercials. I suppose you missed my question earlier. Dude, the CEO is a goat, dog. Horikoshi. Not only do we have... Not only are we following the story from the villain's perspective in My Villain Academia, that by itself is already good enough. But when you have the individuals taking on the very villains themselves, the Revolutionary Army in My Hero Academia being this goat too, bro. Destro, dog. Yo, the CEO, man. Telling you, by the time this is all said and done, it's probably gonna be in my top 5 favorite characters. Just the charisma that he oozes, man. But you know, that's kind of hard to say because in this arc, I've come to love all these characters way more. Toga, Shigaraki, twice. You got the CEO in the middle of that, dog. Listen, Toga, I know you'll never let me get your measurements before. You're a girl. Like, what is this man doing in the middle of all this? But just grin and bear with this time, all right? I gotta measure you. You've lost too much blood. I don't know your blood type. The quickest blood transfusion will come from your double. I'll measure. No, let me do it. No, me. You go look for Toga's blood-sucking thingy. You two already maxed out with 2 doubles each, right? I haven't made any. I'll measure. There's no time for arguing. My friend's about to die. I'll do it together. Immediately after the sad man's parade. And here we have 2 Togas. I wish I could have doubled you while you were your usual chipper self. But we had no choice. Twice his double quirk reproduces a person's physical body exactly as they are at the moment he takes up their measurements. Their personality, thoughts, and memories are updated only as far as the most recent time Twice saw them. However, this restriction does not apply to doubles of twice himself. Oh, fascinating. Your pretty face is all beat up, though. I hope you'll heal. I bet our pal Dabby knows a great plastic surgeon. You have to live. The Flagnards? Oh, Flagnards, bro. It's this dude. I forgot what his name is, but it's the dude who was with Redestro, with the CEO. Go, 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 go. Now that Bubagawara has found himself, it's time to capture him. I didn't fail. You hear me, Bubagawara, you scum? I didn't fail. This man's a JoJo character. All you twice leftovers, go for the politician. There's no need to shout. I love getting yelled at. Miss Curious has fallen in battle. How awful. I don't know who this Curious was, but she must have been a high-ranking somebody. I've seen how much these people respect their superiors. I see Hanabata's playing the role of preacher, gathering his flock. They'll be in a frenzy if we target their dear party leader. But I gotta do something to lighten Shigaraki's load. I gotta. Command and Enhancer should meet the front lines. If you don't know your role, you'll get an insta-block. Not the insta-block. With you young people with your inscrutable lingo, no matter what you're implying, I can tell you're a clever one. However, such bold thinking hardly befits such a weak meta. Shuichi Iguchi. Detonarat's patented. This will draw every last ounce of strength from our warriors, but it's necessary. Koku Hanabata MLA codename Trumpet. Seven's loud. Meta ability and sight. The special electromagnetic waves in his voice give a boost to his allies, enhancing their mind and bodies. The more his voice causes the air to vibrate, the greater the effect. He has the ability like that Bello Betty. Everyone deliver well-deserved punishment. The well-deserved punishment to those who threaten us. Your Gecko meta ability allows you to cling to walls, but that's about it. I understand you were once a recluse, mocked and pilloried, and now you do what you do to exact revenge on the world. I'm sorry to say I can't see you becoming a worthwhile person. The villains made it there already? Were our warriors slacking on the job? You're not getting the point. This man looks like Shigechi, bro, from JoJo. Yeah, maybe it's just me. I don't know. The dude right here in the bottom. Maybe it's the spikes that are coming up from his body right here in the bottom. This man looks like Shigechi. Spinner, to the Grand Commander, everyone. They're now threatening the very soul of our cause. Crap. I can't see you becoming a worthwhile person. I know that better than anyone. When I get inspired to act, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm just a loser jumping on a bandwagon. Or at least that's what it looks like. But I know all that already. I've got nothing to live. I've got nothing I love like Toga does. Nothing I really want to do. Look at me. Look at me! With all the prejudice in your eyes. But back then, I just know something lit a fire in my heart. All I could think was how I wanted a glimpse of the future he was imagining. Sure, I'm just a nobody who jumped on a bandwagon, but what's wrong with that? Nothing, right? And you people ain't much better, ain't that right, politician? No, dog. He's like, you know what? I jumped on a bandwagon along with the League of Villains, but don't tell me that you didn't jump on Redestro's sit on the CEO's bandwagon either, dog. Like the CEO, you can most certainly appreciate, or not, I can't even say appreciate. You can just come to understand why it is that he's doing what he's doing. Seriously. See, he carries that within his blood, man. But not only that, it's one thing to carry the ideologies of a parent, or to carry the ideologies of of the generations that came before you, just to carry on that sort of a family tradition. But this isn't like that at all. This is something that is affecting the here and now. And the CEO is taking it upon himself, that responsibility, that burden as he calls it, in order to handle at this point in time. Which is why he decided to release Destro's memoirs at this point in time. And what Spinner's saying is, you know, a fire was lit under me whenever I saw Stain. And that's why I decided to join the League of Villains. So I'm just a bandwagoner. But you know what? I'm proud of that. You know, I have nothing that I absolutely love. I have nothing I want to protect. But by God, this means a lot to me. So y'all are no better than me because I know that y'all jumped on the CEO bandwagon too, just like I did. King Recon's on the CEO bandwagon. The CEO's a GOAT. This man is a legend. You presume to compare us, but then Shigaraki is too, man. That's the great thing about this arc. You presume to compare us. We're alive. Yo, what a line. You presume to compare us. Well, there's a RoboCop mask. We're alive. I knew Shigaraki would pull a stunt like that. Yo, this man, look at his gear 3rd stage, bro. You see the small head, but my man's is out here looking like the Hulk if we would just lift in weights on the bench. My man's out here looking like... If Luffy's head didn't increase either, man. Yeah, my man's straight up looking like Luffy, dog. With a... Yeah. Dog, my man's been putting in gains. Looking like he's a combination of G3 and G4. Flying Flagnards? Tell me, Detnerat, how are you feeling right about now? Crappy, I bet. Your plan was to let the masses do the fighting while you sat back in your comfy tower. You thought we were beneath you, so you set up this city and sent your mob after us. Never ever expecting us to get this far. No, not scum like us. But here I am, and I've knocked you down a peg. So let me ask you, how's that feel? Even stuff you didn't touch is delaying, is decaying. Oh yeah, that's something that we've come to learn here in this arc, is that stuff that Shigaraki doesn't have to touch stuff in order to cause it to decay, which is very, very dangerous, dog. That is very, very dangerous. It angers me. And we see them clash. Look at the CEO. This dude is huge. He punches the floor. I'm the type to let my rage build up. It's why my forehead looks like this. Rikiya Yotsubashi, MLA codename Redestro. You killed many of my warriors on your way here, right? This man Shigaraki just loses his arm? Bro, half of his hand is gone. What do you even call that? And was it this hand that committed such evil acts? Meta ability, stress. Accumulate stress and converts it into sheer power. More stress means a bigger, tougher body. Bro, the CEO. Look at him. This man look like he just released all of his power, like he's gone. Dog, you see the marks coming out in his face as he's ripping apart his hand. But his ability meant stress. Accumulating stress and converts it into sheer power. The more stress means a bigger, tougher body. The more you stress him out, the stronger he gets. What an ability to give a villain. Or I can't even call him a villain. I can't even call this man a villain. What an ability to give a character, dude. Yo, that's amazing to me. Especially a character with that type of motivation behind him. In the Revolutionary Army. Stress, man. That's one thing, but Horikoshi using this character to show, or to attempt to show off with a quirk, that one must use their stress. They must turn their stress from negative energy into positive energy. Is very, very interesting, very fascinating to me, because that is something that that's something that would keep somebody neutral. In the same way the CEO is, because the CEO, to me, is like dead set in the middle, which is why this all works in the manner that it does. In the same way that the Rev Army is in OP, which is the Rev Army that I'm more accustomed to seeing. With the League of Villains and the heroes, you have right dead set in the middle. You have the CEO and the Revolutionary Army here in this series, the Liberation Army. And the fact that the boss, the main leader, the CEO, Redestro, has the quirk ability stress, or the meta ability stress, is something I really have to applaud Horikoshi for. Because now in my head, I'm thinking about how I would write this, and I'm thinking about how I would tackle this if I had to make Shigaraki fight a character who, the more stress he's put under, the stronger he becomes, which makes a lot of sense as to why he wasn't panicking earlier. He was just building up stress, like, yeah, man, hey, just keep building up this stress, dog. By the time I release it all, everybody here is dead. But the thing is that with Shigaraki's quirk, with decaying, my man can go in. I mean, he has the ability to decay, bro. Let's finish the chapter. Outskirts of Deka City. Why is the road blocked? Some gosh awful villains are rampaging through the city as we speak. Why, they even destroyed the city's landmark tower. Excuse me, earthquake? Go on, next chapter. Let's go. Let's go. Bro, look at his face. Look at his eye. Let's not judge people by their quirks. It's a good lesson. I was raised that way too. However, there's a clear link between personality and meta ability. You're someone who destroys anything he touches with all 5 fingers. So what do you think? You missed my earlier questions, Tomura Shigaraki. What burdens do you bear? What do you seek to build? All I see is just a hollow man who creates nothing. Just a man who indulges in destruction, right? That was Hana's hand. These are your mothers and your grandmothers, your grandfathers and your fathers. The human heart is an incredible thing. Left alone, it will heal itself of rage, grief, and all those negative emotions. But I always want you to keep them close to you, so those feelings never fade. What a sick bastard, man. To do this to a kid, bro. To do this to a child, man. You know, when I see something like this, I just want to cheer for Shigaraki. I want Shigaraki to succeed in anything that he does. How could I not? Sickening, man. How could you do something like this, bro? My goodness, bro. Here comes the chick again, Hana. You got in trouble again, right? You should have just kept quiet. You should do like I do. I'm telling Daddy that I want to be a bride someday. She was my big sister. Right, that's what she was. But hey, come on. Well, she does resemble Nana Shimura a bit, so that's where that's come from. That's where that comes from. Whenever I'd get weepy, she'd grab my hand and take me with her. Only Hana could do this with just a few innocent childlike words. My head spinning round and round and round and round. These memories are flooding back. Yo, he's actually remembering all this stuff that he was trying to remember a couple chapters ago. And in that case, and here you see the CEO as he completely crushes Shigaraki's arm. You will never measure up to me. The incomprehensible frustration that sank deep down into my heart. And the missing memories slotting right into place. Feelings go hand in hand with experience. Is that CEO? No, Shigaraki. Shigaraki managed to grab onto... Look at the size of his thumb! Or is that his thumb? No, that's his finger. Of his finger. It's cracking apart. The decay. I thought it took 5 fingers to activate. Were we fed bad information? Nah, the CEO. Nah, Destro. In the same way that the Ginyu Force, or no, I shouldn't even say the Ginyu Force. The Red Ribbon Army, whenever they came back as androids, in the same way that Dr. Giro's men with Android 19 and whatnot were able to show up and say that the concept of Super Saiyan was not in their data. The concept of Super Saiyan was something that was not fed to them as information and put into their brains. Is what we're seeing right here. You see, Shigaraki was able to evolve. Throughout this arc, all of their abilities were able to evolve. And my main man Shigaraki no longer needs to touch people with all 5 fingers in order to decay. Mr. CEO. And here you have Shigaraki. My head's splitting. Bro, look at him. This man looks like... this panel right here looks like it was drawn by Sui Ishida, dog. I mean, seriously, just look at his face. Just look at his face. That's a combination of so many different emotions. That is a panel that speaks for itself, man. You could truly see this man losing his sanity. Immediately. Mother. You've rubbed your eyes all ragged. Let's get you some drops. It only could hit you if you keep scratching. Not his mom, man. His mom was fine, dog. The right catalyst can spur meta abilities to evolve on the spot. It happens. Like when Getten was suddenly able to manipulate the temperature of the ice. Because it suffered a burn. This young man is in the process of awakening. Bro, look at this. I don't know. What has Horikoshi been on this arc, man? Look at this panel right here. This shit looks like a panel that you would see. You can just like feel this panel. You can feel the movement. This reminds me of the way that certain key animators handle certain scenes in I forgot what the guy's name was, but the dude who handled the scene in Naruto vs. Pain that had that was a really expressive facial expressions and facial animations when it came to Pain. And it reminds me a lot of this, to show the speed, to show the impact of an attack hitting you. You would see the impact of the face, and how like it would reverberate and whatnot. But here we're seeing this with the very same type of thing, but instead of it moving, of course, with animation, we're seeing it in a panel with Shigaraki. Man, dude, what a panel! Fast with little to no wind-up, and as lithe as a cat. With that raw physicality, he should have managed to take down a hero or two in Camino. His meta ability aside, he's also trained his body, but these moves, a transformation like that, could only be achieved through brutal life-or-death training over an extended period of time. Higantomashia. I have also honed my stress ability, so I understand. Yo. Bro, my man is out here on some Toguro stuff. My man said 80% liberation. I was wrong to judge you as beneath me. The fact that you haven't vanished after taking so much damage tells me that you're no double. Look at his face. No more games. Stress output. Burden. Dog, look at his face, man. I mean, he is real deal looking like a comic book villain at this point in time, dog. Time to win this party. And he sends him flying, dog. I mean, look at the impact. You get to see a massive shockwave aftermath. The buildings are flying all over the place, man. Flipping the roofs off of buildings are flying. Hey, Tenko, what's your favorite ohagi? Eating yummy things helps to make the sadness go away. Don't cry, Tenko, or you'll make Grandma cry too. Grandpa and Grandma are always so kind. But no, that's not it. I remembered everything. Back then, what I needed them to tell me was, my, skeptic, what is it? Redestro, be on guard. He said it right for you. They had a real monster lying in Machia, Redestro. They didn't play all their cards. And here he comes! And this is exactly all according to Shigaraki's plan. This is all according to his plan, bro. Hold on, let me push this thing back. I can't sit in the chair anymore, bro. I can't sit in the chair. Isn't this the chapter where... Look at this color page. This color page looks amazing. Ah, man, this is a nice color page. This is a really nice color page. I've got to save this. Let me screenshot. Yeah, man. That's beautiful. Look at Endeavor over there on all the way to the left. Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. But yeah, let's get right into it. Higantomashio, bro. Come on, zoom in. Burden, I extract my own stress, make it corporeal, and blast it over a wide range. Redestro, do you copy? The pinnacle of my meta ability hones us since childhood, an attack that cannot be evaded. But he touched it. In that instant, he moved into it and ignored the instinct to defend. Redestro, be on guard. Bro, look at Shigaraki's face. It's just that he's remembering all of this right now. Like, this man, the CEO, is nothing to him at this point in time. This man's battling his own inner memories. This man's battling his own mind. Remembering all the stuff that he was trying to remember and is finally coming back into play. I mean, of course, I can't blame him. My senses are clear and sharp. What do I seek to build? Feels like only yesterday those vivid memories were floating to the surface. No, you're totally right. Yo, my man Shigaraki looks like the dude from Devilman Crybaby, bro. Look at him. It's like he just survived an apocalypse. All I can do is destroy him. Just look at his face as he says that. Then be gone. A world without creation has no future. No future, huh? I don't want that either. Thank you for being so understanding. I'm sorry my boy bothered you. I'll be sure to give him a talking to. Tenko Shimura or Tenko... Dog, I thought that we had already gotten this man's... Oh, no, bro. We're about to get the full backstory, bro. No. Bro, I'm not sure if I can handle this chapter, dog. I am not sure. Because just knowing what I know... and how I would use certain story tactics. And because of series like Gintama, and of series like Rurouni Kenshin, they handled the flashbacks in the way they did, showing bits and pieces throughout the entire series. And then when you finally see it, like in Trust and Betrayal, and when you finally see it like you do in Gintama, it's like, holy sweet mother of Flagnards. And even though it isn't to that scale, because those are the main characters, here we have our main central antagonist in the series, which you can say it's All for One, but since the very beginning it's been Shigaraki, bro. This is the very beginning it's been Shigaraki. And this arc we've gotten bits and pieces. My man's been trying to remember himself. And the fact that when you saw that face in the beginning of the chapter, you're wondering, did he remember all of it? Did he remember his entire past? I no longer have to think about that anymore. Let me get my chair, man. This is about to be... I can already tell. This is about to be quite a chapter. Based on Toga's story, based on Twice's story, and those had no build-up. Those just got out of nowhere. Shigaraki's backstory's been built up for the entire series. Bro, I really hope there's another chapter after this, man. I really hope there's another chapter after that. I don't know what chapter they're on. Are they on? I don't remember, man. Playing hero again, causing trouble. Stop, Kotaro. Don't be so hard on him. If you don't like it, then learn your lesson this time. Yo, this man's pops was a savage, dog. Father, no! There was only one rule in our house. My father's one absolute rule. Kotaro, please. No talk about heroes. Tenko Shimura, age 5. So he didn't want anyone to talk about heroes. You'd better not go apologize to him for me. What about dinner? And his allergies are only getting worse. My man is struggling with the allergies. I feel it, bro. I feel it. I struggle with allergies myself. Rules are rules. Don't you think you've been a little too strict lately? 5 years old and still no quirk? If I can't make Tenko understand, it'll only lead to more misery for him. Wanting to be a hero will cause him nothing but trouble. 5 years old and no quirk, bro. Who else do we know that's like that? Deku. Then you just think back to that sick doctor, Dr. Eggman, the doctor that he ran into. Like, the doctor was the one responsible for both Deku and Shigaraki. The doctor was the one responsible for whatever took place. I mean, of course, the doctor wasn't responsible for All Might giving his powers to Deku, but the doctor was definitely responsible for Shigaraki. With him and AFO. On the other side, you have Deku, man. And he originally told Deku that he didn't have a quirk. And still to this day, I wonder if that was actually factual, just coming from that Dr. Eggman-like character. But then again, I don't know what his true pride is as a doctor. I don't know if he would lie like that. But knowing comic book characters, he more than likely would lie about something like that. Dr. Eggman's free living self. But anyways, let's continue. 5 years old and still no quirk, man. As my in-laws, I need you to understand too. We get to see Hana right here, the nine-tailed fox. As a businessman, my father made a fortune at a young age. He even built a house big enough for my mom's parents to live with us. Come on, no more scratching, okay? But I'm so itchy. It's too bad. We don't know what's causing these allergies. It's the house. I get itchy in there. Tenko, do you still want to be a hero? Yup, because nobody wanted to play with Mikun and Tomo. So I said, let's play together. And we played heroes and it was super fun. And then Mikun said, you should be All Might 10. I was nice and played with them, even though they don't have any friends. Just realized Shigaraki had black hair. That means that the amount of stress that he received at one point in time caused his hair to turn white, bro. Shigadaki, dog. I don't know why that hit me when I saw him right here talking to his mom. But I was like, yo, black hair. This event was so traumatic to him that it changed his flipping hair color the same way it changed Kaneki's, bro. Wow. Shigaraki, man. Mommy, what does father say no all the time? Does he hate me? Will he like me if I get my quirk? Your father doesn't hate you, he knows how hard it is for heroes. He knows how hard it is for heroes. Little kids are sneakier than you would expect and simpler. Come on, next page. When you're little, a grown-up's words are absolute. That's so true, man. That is so true, especially at that age. At that age in particular, it's a little older, you can be a little rebellious. I know for a fact I was. But at that age, man, there's still some things to this very day that I still think back at that point in time as words that are absolute, as the truth. You know? That's why I needed to hear from you all. Just one thing. But the household my father built rejected me kindly. No, bro, look. I love this picture, man. This is the one that we saw a couple chapters ago, right? Yo, we have Nana Goat Shimura with Shigaraki. It's a secret, so this is Grandma. She was a hero, I guess. Why do you want to show me this, Hana? Daddy said all that stuff, but don't worry, I'm on your side, Tenko. Let's be a brother-sister hero team, but keep it a secret from Daddy. Okay. It was a sweltering day. So my other grandma was a hero. My family had a hero in it. You know what, Mon? I feel like I could take on the world right now. What did happen? Oh, is this whenever his abilities started coming in? Tenko, did you sneak into my study? It had just rained and the humidity was stinging my already ragged skin. Did you see it? It was as if the itchiness swelled up from my deep in my gut. Tenko, he said he wanted to... No, and she sold him out. And she sold my mans out, bro. Little kids are sneakier than you expect, and simpler. And he smacked the ever-loving Flagnars out of Shigaraki. That wasn't your grandmother in the... That wasn't your grandmother. That was a monster who abandoned her child. Do you really want to know what heroes are? No wonder he detests heroes, bro. Nah, man, but Nana, knowing from what we know about Nana, unless she was a Jing-like character, which in that case, my God, my intuition's out of this world. Because I loved Nana from the first time I saw her. If she was like a Jing-like, if she was a Jing-like character who was never there for her children, not everybody's gonna be like Gon. Just willingly accepting that and wanting to go after them. Some other people take that to heart. And I can't blame anyone who would take it to heart. So that's why the Pops can't stand heroes. Listen to this, man. That was a monster who abandoned her child. Do you really want to know what heroes are? Help me. Don't just watch. Come on. Help me. Help me. There are people who hurt their own families. Somebody only to help complete strangers. Nah. Heroes are those who hurt their own families but help complete strangers. Dog, but sometimes the real deal be feeling that way. Like, for real, man, sometimes you feel like someone cares for strangers more than their own families. Like, that's a 100% shoot. That's how it really feels at times. With certain people. You see the hand about to come down? This household was the one my father built. I'm sorry for leaving you so suddenly. Your mom is to go fight a really bad man now. No, bro, look at my girl, Nana Shimura. Nana Shimura, top one girl in My Hero, no question. I've been saying it for years, but top one, look at her. The hair done, she's looking amazing. The bad man might try to do mean things to you, Kotaro. That's why we can't be together anymore. I'm sorry I couldn't be more of a normal mom for you. Nah, her playing with him. You might decide to hate me, but please know that no matter what happens, I will always love. I love you, Kotaro. I hope you can live a life full of smiles and joy, knowing that your mom is watching over you from heaven. No, she knew she was gonna die. Look at this battle right here, dog. So when you see that, you understand, bro. Everyone has their own way of coping what they've gone through in the past. Some people do this and that and this and that, but this is just the Pops' way of getting over the fact that he lost his mom. My man lost his mom because she went out there and did her duty. Because she went out there and was doing her job. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact that her job is what took her away from him. Her job, her status as a hero, is what took away her mother. Is what took away his mom. Nana Shimura died because of her duty as a hero. And that's why this man can't stand heroes, bro. I know it's something really simple, man. But it goes a long way, bro. It really, really does. It hurts. It hits home, man. It hits home. As a mama's boy, it hits home, you feel me? Because I can see where he's coming from, bro. I truly can. Nana mother flipping Shimura, man. After that chapter, until I saw Bakugo took something good, and then Mirio, of course. Those are my top 3 favorite characters in My Hero. Well, I don't know if that's the case anymore, because I really love Shigaraki now. And whatnot, and Toga, and Twice, and these awesome characters. But for the longest, Nana Shimura, just seeing this little small bits and pieces of her, she was like, yeah, she had like that Jing Shanks type of presence to her. It was just so cool. And emanated such awesome and incredible energy. Now, and even more. In 2 pages, even more. Incredible, man. I'm sorry for leaving you so suddenly. I promise to go fight a really bad man now. The bad man might try to do mean things to you, Kotaro. And that's why we can't be together anymore. She did it to protect her son, too, bro. It was her duty, dog, but she mainly did it to protect the boy. I'm sorry I couldn't be more of a normal mom for you. You might decide to hate me, but please know that no matter what happens, I will always love you, man. And look at this freaking panel right here, dog. I love you, Kotaro. I hope you can live a life full of smiles and joy, knowing that your mom is watching over you from heaven, man. This arc, bro. This arc I'd rather you never loved me, man. That's just the amount of pain that he feels. I'd rather that you'd never have loved me. Because if you would have never loved me, you would never lost your life, dog. So like he feels within his heart that it's his own fault. That was too much. Yes, I went too far. How are the kids? We're not playing by your rules if you're gonna get violent. You promised us a home full of joy. What happened to that? I didn't want it to be this way. And it comes a fight. No, I hate it. You hear me, Mon? I can't take it. I hate everyone. And this is the beginning of the end, bro. Next chapter is July 21. July 21, what day is it? What day is it? Today's 22nd, it's a Pokemon event. That means they're gonna be... Yeah, there's another chapter. No, the dog! The decay ability! Here we go. The beginning of the end. The beginning of the end. It all started, man, because of what just took place. The beginning of the end of Tenko Shimura. And the beginning of Shigaraki, bro. Mon. It's like the one friend that he had, bro. He killed him himself. In his rage and his anger. Everything that he touches turns to dust, man. It's like Shigaraki, for a long time, must have had the hedgehog's dilemma. That everything that he loved would just crumble to dust. He probably still has that thing. Tenko Shimura Origin Part 2. No. That means that if it doesn't end here, then we're gonna have to wait for another chapter this week. Ugh. Wait, but let it continue. I ain't gonna lie. If it doesn't end this week, let it continue. But I'm all for flashbacks, bruh. Tenko. So sorry about that. I shouldn't have done that. I was the one who said it had to be a secret. Sorry. Hana. Mon, I can't talk. Well, what's wrong? No. Shigaraki, don't touch her. Shigaraki, don't touch her, bruh. Oh, God, here we go. Oh, my... Bro, don't even tell me, bro. Can't talk, so itchy. I thought you came to apologize, didn't you? So this time you gotta protect me. Help me. I was gonna be some nasty villain was targeted the family. And made Crom. It was him, man. I had my suspicions, man. I really had. But to see that he actually was the one to do it. But to see that he was the one that actually is the one that tore his family apart. Literally. He was the reason why he was that made probably his family had this fracture to begin with. And he himself took them all out, bro. This is gonna be hard to read, man. This is gonna be really, really tough to read, bro. And the same thing happened to Hana. The moment I still thought it was a villain's doing. No. Maybe that's wrong. Here comes the mom. Oh, Jesus. Maybe I already understood what was really going on. Father, he knows how hard it is for heroes. But I always make up excuses for him. Don't cry, that's all they ever say to me. I can't take this anymore. It built up little by little over time. I hate everyone. My heart just shattered in three. My heart is all the way down there. He's only 5, dog. My man's is only 5, bro. When you're 5 years old, you don't know what you're doing. You just want somebody to hug you, to hold you, to tell you it's gonna be okay. You want a hero to show up to tell you it's gonna be okay. Now it makes so much sense why Shigaraki despises All Might in the way that he does. Because he wasn't there to save him, to tell him it's gonna be okay, in the same way that he did for others. Now everything makes so much sense, bro. Horikoshi, man. You have hit me in the thing that I love most. Villains past, man. And what made a villain who they are. I don't know what Horikoshi's intention is with this arc. I don't know Horikoshi's intention in the main picture, in the big picture of My Hero Academia. But I don't know how he could ever expect me to root against Shigaraki. I have no idea how he expects me. Maybe that's not his intention. Maybe his intention is for us to see from both sides. Which I respect so much as a writer, I really do. I 100% do. But after reading this, how in the flying flagners can you not expect me to root to Shigaraki? I want Shigaraki to have happiness, man. How could you make a kid go through all this, bro? He just wanted his sister to stay with him. Kills her. He just wanted to hug his mama, dog. That's all you need. That's all you want, especially when you're that age. For someone to tell you that it's going to be okay. Sorry about that. I got called to do something. Incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. Yes, on that night. You see the pops. I hope you can live a life full of smiles and joy. And he sees the child. He sees Shigaraki with everything around him destroyed. Dead. Father, I'm sorry. And then in that very same situation, where you just want your pops to tell you, it's alright, man, just come over here. His father grabs something and whacks him in the flipping head, dog. Tenko, stop! Yes, in that moment, while brimming with unmistakable bloodlust, I touched my father. You die. It filled me with pure maddening ecstasy. Look at that face, bro. La cabeza se le dañó. It's not there up there anymore, man. But you can see why. Somewhere deep in my heart, I must have been yearning for that all along. And just like that, the itch was gone. And Tomoda Shigaraki was born. Why did I have to catch up on this chapter? Damn it, man. And there you see his white hair. I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all, man. This is my favorite arc of My Hero, bro. This is my favorite arc of My Hero. It was on a personal level. I always love whenever we get to follow stuff from the villains' perspectives, man. It's why I have so many arcs and so many characters that have a special place in my heart. So many stories. But what Horikoshi has done here with this cast of League of Villains, with Toga, with Twice, and now with Shigaraki. It's amazing to me. It is downright absolutely incredible to me, man. This right here is some of the most heartbreaking stuff that I've read, man. I've read a lot of heartbreaking stuff. This is somewhere in the top 10. This is a tragedy right here, folks. This is a pure, true, unadulterated tragedy. The fact that this man had to go through this at the age of 5. At the age of 5, dog! It's like half. My heart right now is split, man. On one side, man, I have nothing but the utmost of sympathy and love to this man, bro. To Shigaraki, dog. I wish I could give him a hug. Screw all the nonsense. That's all my man's needs, bro. Is a hug. Someone to tell him it's gonna be okay. He needs a hero. Then the other side of me, man. The side that loves stories, that loves villains, that loves writing is just like, by God, Horikoshi, you've done something magical with this man Shigaraki, dog. Because everything fits so well after this backstory, man. Everything. Wow. Wow. These 2 chapters right here, man. When this gets animated, Dios mío. Va a ser increíble, man. It's gonna be top notch. Absolutely incredible. Downright phenomenal, man. These last 2 chapters to me are awesome sauces. No question. No question whatsoever. The highest possible rating, man. That's what I love, man. I'm biased. I'm biased towards this type of stuff. And the build up with the entire series leading up to this point, the little hints and pieces we've gotten in this arc and in the series. And the way that it hit, man. It was just so well put together, bro. Little bits and pieces of him trying to remember everything. Then you see in the middle of the battle with the CEO, he like snaps. And then we go into the past. He finally remembered it all. And for it to be confirmed that he was the one that took them all out. But then the build up to that, man, and how his sister sold him out. And his pops, man. That moment right there with his pops and his mom. Real deal hit home, man. With Nana flipping Shimuda, bro. That junk hit me. But it also hit me when I saw what happened to the dog, bro. And then what happened to Hana, because then I just knew of the tragedies of what's about to take place, man. Unbelievable, man. unflipping believable. I feel like the Mirio chapter is my favorite chapter in My Hero. But I feel like I kind of have to put this above it, man. These last two chapters. Like I was saying before, dog. I don't know what Horikoshi's intention is by making this arc right now. With the Revolutionary, with the CEO, and with the villains, and us following the League of Villains' perspective. And giving us all their pasts and backstories. I don't know if there's death flags. I don't know what the flag is going on. What I can tell you is, whatever takes place after this, next time we get a villains and heroes arc, especially with what we know now, the next time we see Deku and Shigaraki interact, oh my flagnards, man. The craziest thing about it is the flashback's not even over yet. We still have to see the sick bastard AFO and the doctor. I'm gonna go ahead, man. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna think. I think about what I just read. I think about Shigaraki as a character. I think about Horikoshi and his genius of being able to pull this arc off in the way that he has. That's not something you can do easily, man. That's why almost no one does it. And it's also something that I'm pretty sure readers, I don't know what the other rankings are, but when it comes to focusing away from the main cast, especially a beloved main cast like My Heroes, that's a ballsy move. If the Horikoshi is giving an entire arc to these characters, it shows the creative liberty that man has, bro, and I respect the flagnards out of that man. I truly, truly do. Like I said, I most certainly am biased towards antagonists and villains, man, especially villainous groups. But when it's really well told, like especially within the confines of their own story, I can't help it, man. I can't help it. Amazing, 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 amazing content, man. Nana Shimura the GOAT, Shigaraki. Wow, CEO with the gear 3rd, 4th, 5th. My man's going all over the place. With the stress. But man, Shigaraki, bro. And his story. That's so sad, man. It's amazing how Horikoshi put the twist on at the end too, where if he would have just killed them all in accident, just asking for help, you would have felt so much sympathy, man. But because he at the end he killed his pops too, but he did it in a way like, no, you're gonna die now too, because he lost his mind. There's where it stops. The all sympathy. Now, I mean, for me, I mean, it's definitely still there. But even more so, because then I'm like, yo, he's so messed up in the head. He went right towards his pops. You gotta know, man. He's 5, bro. He's 5 at this point. I love the way Horikoshi did it, man. And this panel right here is the one that, if filled me with pure maddening ecstasy. Wow, man. My Hero Academia. I don't think a chapter in the series has ever left me this floored before, man. And there's been a lot of amazing stuff, like in the 90s with AFO and All Might, with Mirio and the overall stuff. There's been a lot of fantastic content, man. And stuff that has left me just in absolute awe and in shock and in my emotions. But by God, this is phenomenal. I hope everybody has I can't even speak, man. I hope everybody has an awesome sauce of a day. Take care. Let me know what y'all thought about this, all these incredible, phenomenal chapters of My Hero. And I will see y'all this week after One Piece for a My Hero chapter. I really hope I can do it on a Friday. Friday's gonna be so hard to get done videos in. But I really hope that I get to do this on Friday. If not, Saturday. We'll be in like somewhere for My Hero, man. I want to know. I want to know how this flashback wraps up, or how at least how it continues. I don't know if it's gonna wrap up, but it continues. Hope everybody has an awesome sauce of a day, man. Take care.